I recently did a YouTube video on how to not play the sucky E chord, because everyone knows the E chord really sucks on the ukulele. But sometimes you have to play that note in the sucky E chord, that B note. Every once in a while, there's a song that requires you to play that note. So when that happens, here's a little super secret tip. It's a pro tip, man. And it's a way you can do that, and maybe it'll be a little easier for you. Don't tell anybody, okay? All right, so we're going to start by putting our B note right here. And then we're going to put our G sharp note right here. So I'm on the 2nd fret of the 1st string and the 4th fret of the 2nd string, the E string. I'm playing, this note is called G sharp, and this note is called B. So, to play an E chord, you could play these 3 notes, and that is an E chord. An E chord needs a B, a G sharp, and an E note in it to be an E chord. So you can't play the open G string. That sounds terrible, because that is a G note, and you need a G sharp in that chord. So don't play the open string. You just want to play those 3. But that's not my trick. Here's my trick. Put one finger here, then put your ring finger here. Now, see my middle finger impatiently tapping there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that middle finger and flop it right down there. And see, don't tell me you can't do it. Because look, my hand is just totally relaxed. I mean, that's how your hand looks, right? So I'm just going like this. I'm relaxing down. So I'm just going to drop and flop right there. And I'm going to do what's called a double stop. So what are we doing? We're doing a drop, flop, and double stop. That's a good technique right there. Drop, flop, double stop. So one finger here, ring finger here, drop, flop, double stop. Wham! How do you practice so you can get that note? And a double stop means you're pressing 2 strings with 1 finger. Double stop. We flopped and we double stopped right after we dropped. So how do you get it so you can actually get that to work right? At first you might get this on. That's not because you suck. It's because you just aren't doing it right. So lift your finger up, drop it, flop it. And to practice that, tap it like this. Practice tapping like that. And see if you can tap it and make a sound, because that's cool. And then hold it for a while. After you can do that, you'll be able to get this. What is really exceptionally nifty about this, yet another cool tip. I got some million of them. Or at least 2 more, I don't know. So, what's really exceptional about this is we've got all the strings covered. We're not trying that hard. And it's a movable chord shape, because all 4 strings are pressed down and the intervals remain consistent as we move it anywhere. So, if I'm playing an E chord here, I can play an E flat chord by moving it back 1 fret. Now when you see an E flat chord, you can go, oh, I just have to put my fingers like that, drop, flop, double stop, and I'm ready to rock. So are you flop, stopped, and rocked? Here we go. So I can play an E chord. I can move up 1 fret, and it's an F chord. It's another way to play an F, right? So I make my E chord again like this. 1 finger here, 1 finger here. I drop, flop, and double stop. And then I rock. E flat, E, F. sharp, F, E, E flat. Look at all those chords. It's like a chord bonanza. All right, Kev from thetikination.com. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I hope it helped you out. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I never say that. I got to learn how to be a YouTube marketer. So subscribe, help me out. And if you want to do some live classes, come and check us out at thetikination.com. I'm doing live classes a couple times a week. We've got 3 classes you can choose from. Super beginner class, my sea turtle class, which is a pretty fun class. It's a level 2 class. If you already know a few chords and can play a few songs, that's the class for you. We learn little licks, little tricks, and we learn some strums, and we break down stuff so it's applicable to rock and roll songs. And then Monday nights, right now we're having the Monday night Divin' Ducks blues class. It's a real deal blues class where we play ukulele blues, and we play at an intermediate level, which in my classes people are telling me that it's pretty advanced because my students are all getting good, which you could be one of. We learn stuff like that in the blues class. It's fun. So go to thetikination.com and check it out. That's enough commercials. See you in the next lesson.